Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 519. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and then I invite you to join me on camera. So let's get started, as always, with the school tools page, because I want to make sure that the young people get fed. So young people who are in need, ages 18 and under, can get free breakfast and lunch, bagged breakfast and lunch from certain schools. And these don't necessarily have to be the schools that they attend. We're talking about even kids who are homeschooled or go to religious schools or whatever. So you have until 12:30. I know it's raining, but you have until 12:30. Oh, let me add, in addition to the food given to the young people, adults can get non-perishable food supplies and or family-style casseroles from local restaurants. There you go. So you have until 12:30, almost a half hour, to get to Bethesda, Eno Valley, Githens, Iron Harris, Hillside High School, Parkwood, or Sandy Ridge. And then the schools that are operating from noon until 1:30 with this special Durham Feast program is Burton, Lakeview, Shepherd, Southern High School, and Southwest Elementary School. And with today being Tuesday, there are certain other schools who are jumping in to help. So we have until, 12:30. These are in addition to the schools I just listed. So you have until 12:30 to get to Brogdon, Eastway, Glenn, Holt, Y.E. Smith, or C.C. Spalding. And then those schools who are operating on Tuesdays only from noon until 1:30, Club Boulevard, Hillendale, Holton, KIPP, that's K-I-P-P, Maureen Joy Charter School, and Lakewood Middle School. There you go. And if you're able to volunteer, that would be awesome. The link for getting on their email list can be found on the school tools page. You can let them know of your availability, and I know they really appreciate that. And I've been telling you about the wonderful partnership of Chicken Hut and Healthy Start Academy. Chicken Hut is at 1330 19 Fayetteville Street. And when you go in to purchase your lunch, and no purchase is necessary, I know they'd appreciate it, because here's what happens. You go in, and there are people sitting right there from Healthy Start Academy, and they're giving away boxed lunches for kids who are in need. So I know they'd appreciate your business, Chicken Hut that is. So if you can afford to, buy your lunch, and then if you need to, pick up a free box lunch for your kid. There you go. And let's see. Wait a minute. I think I skipped something. Just a second here. I don't want to leave anybody out. I almost forgot. Okay. Grace Church of Durham. They're at 1417 Cole Mill Road. They're offering grab-and-go meals for kids on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And have a guest coming up. Okay. The Kiki is here. So give us a couple minutes. Let me read these announcements. So happy she could make it, because we're going to talk about mental health, mood, et cetera, and self-care. So let me get through. I know she's at work, so let me rush through this real quick. So Grace Church of Durham, grab-and-go meals for kids from 11:30 until 1:30. All righty. And then let's see. I think that's pretty much it for the school tools page. I did want to mention, for great resources for at-home learning, check out Teach at Home, and also the Spanish version Enseña desde casa, and also NC Learn at Home. These are all resources. You can find them on the School Tools page. Okay, now let's go to the Word page real quick. And as you know, New Visions of Africa restaurant right next to W.D. Hill. They give away food from 3 until 6. Carry your umbrella because of social distancing. They'll probably have you stand outside and wait. Just to let you know, just a heads up. One more thing, or two more things on the Word page. If you're a pet owner, APS of Durham, they're on Club Boulevard. They have dog and cat food to give away and kitty litter. So get on the list online, go to the Word page and find the form, fill that out. It's all online, and then you can go by and pick it up once they tell you when. One more thing from the Word page, the American Red Cross. I definitely want to say this while Nakikia is here. The American Red Cross, as you know, has classes. I list them every month, but they have something new, and this is totally free, and I think it's wonderful. It's an online class called Psychological First Aid, Supporting Yourself and Others During COVID-19. It's free. So check that out. And Nakikia, this is your first time hearing about this? Yeah, you might want to check this out as well. Very quickly, going to the health page. It's called To Your Health. All I wanted to mention was the National Alliance on Mental Illness has an incredible guide. It's called COVID-19 Resource and Information Guide. They go way beyond hand cleaning and doorknob cleaning. They're talking about your inner feelings, your anxiety, and how to deal with it, how to recognize certain symptoms of encroaching, mental fatigue, et cetera, et cetera. That's what it looks like. You can read it directly from the To Your Health page, and you can actually download it. So I think that's really helpful. And real quick, now I know Nikki is waiting. So last page is the Let's Go page. And I think I have, yes, one thing is happening today. Let me scroll down to 519. 519. There is one thing happening today, at least that I have on my list. And if I'm missing your event, you let me know, please. Contact me on Facebook, please. I don't want to leave anybody out. So Downtown Durham Inc. and Sonic Pie Productions will present singer-songwriter, guitarist Emily Mussolino. That's going to be today, 1 until 2. Go to the Let's Go page, click on the link, and watch the concert for free. It should be really, really fun. Now, okay, quick weather report. It's 59 and rainy. You know it's rain. Actually, it's not rainy. We're supposed to get rain all day. But anyway, 59 and rainy. And it's going up to 60. It's supposed to rain all day. Tomorrow, 58, more rain. And now let's bring on Nakikia Wilson. Let's see real quick. Hey.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
To finally meet you.
You as well. I'm trying to stay safe. I'm trying to keep. I was gonna walk outside, but I forgot. Gotta have my badge. I'm like, you know what? I'm not walking way back up there now. I'm just gonna stand right here.
It looks like you're representing my godmother's school. Is that Winston-Salem State University?
Hi, Ram Pride, baby. Yes.
And Delta Sigma Theta.
Ooh, that's right.
So I was really moved watching your Facebook broadcast yesterday. You were really, what's the word? I don't even know.
Emotional?
Yes.
Yeah.
You want people to take care of themselves. And first, I need to tell people that you, why don't you tell us who you are? Because it says Coach Keep It Moving. Yeah, why don't you introduce yourself? I'm sorry, I'm acting like everybody knows you already. And they might.
Most people may already know me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm Nakikia Wilson. I'm a certified mental health awareness advocate. I'm also a life coach. Been doing that for a short time. I've also done some work with the Community Healing Network, which is where I got my training for doing emotional support. And
Nice.
so, yeah, mental health is my passion. I'm also a small business owner. I'm working on my coaching business and working with people to learn how to be emotionally intelligent because it's important.
Yeah, every day you tell us that on
Yeah,
your Start Speaking, Stop Stigma Facebook
right.
page.
And what's your mental health status?
Right, you ask that every day, and every day I say fine. But that's
Yeah,
me. But that's me though.
yeah.
Um,
That's not
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, definitely not. I am in my 60s, and oh, Monica is here. Hello, Monica. Says she's never been to Chicken Hut. You better get up in there because that's some good eating. In fact, Tuesday
Honey.
is beef rib day. Just saying.
Oh, wait, my mouth
Just
just got a little watery.
I might hop in the car after this.
I
But
know.
yeah, so every day you ask us how our mental health status is, and
Hmm.
do you have any tips? Because see, in my case, I'm in my 60s and I'm running my own little business, and yeah, I'm 64. So yeah, Social Security, you know, I'm okay. I'm
Hmm.
eating. My house is pretty much intact, and just kidding. And yeah, yeah. So everything's good right now.
Hmm.
So I'm not suffering, but a lot
That's
of
good.
people are.
A lot of people are going through, especially now that we are going through this whole pandemic. A lot of people are going through extreme amounts of stress related to losing jobs,
Hmm.
and just everyday life in general. We got to now worry about people who may be in domestic violence situations. We have to
Mm,
worry about kids who will be in school, who aren't in school, who may not be guaranteed a meal. So you're
yeah.
worrying about children not eating, and it's stressful. It's just a
That's why I
really,
start
really.
off the show telling people where to get food for their kids, because I think
Mhm.
that takes some of the pressure off.
Yeah, and
Because
it's important.
kids don't know. I mean, they're gonna whine when they're hungry, and of course
Hmm.
they need to be fed. So of course they're gonna whine if there's no food in the house. So that's why I
Right,
start off with that. I figure if your tummy's full, the stress will be lessened at least somewhat for a little while if you're living in a
right.
household. I don't know. That's the way I look
Well,
at it.
one of the things I know,
Hey, Shamika.
some tips that I will offer as far as how to deal with um, your mental and emotional health is to just take time every day to read positive affirmations. If
Mhm.
you feel like you're having a crisis, you really need to reach out to a healthcare provider. Bless you, a healthcare provider, someone you can talk to, just in case there is a medical need there. Realize that you are not alone in this struggle right now.
Mhm. But how do
Um,
they do that? Because most people I know don't really have their own doctor anymore.
well, how do they reach out to?
Yeah. I mean, who do you really call?
Well, I like if you don't, because some people won't won't reach out
Mhm.
to a particular provider because they don't know, but they can always call their primary care provider to start with.
Okay.
Most people have primary care
Okay.
providers, but
And
those
if they
who,
don't, can they call like Holton or what's that clinic on Broad Street? Any of those like Duke clinics or Lincoln or
well,
something like that.
you can reach out to me. You can
Oh,
call 919-964-0546, and we'll
awesome.
go from there to make sure we'll assess what it is you need. Because I
Okay.
am not clinical. I do want to make that
Hmm.
note. I am
But you
not
have access to
clinical.
resources and stuff.
Right. I have access, and I don't have. Normally, I have my book with me, but of course I'm
Mm,
at work, so I don't have it with me
yeah,
today.
yeah.
But
And I did
definitely
list
reach out.
and I do have resources listed in the Durham Skywriter as well on the
Right.
word
So
page and the
please
health
make
page. And
right
what's the number again? 919. What now?
964
Mm-hmm.
0546. You
Awesome.
can also you can call or text that number. Also,
Okay.
you can reach me via email at startspeakingsstopstigma at
Mm-hmm.
gmail.com.
Okay, Gmail. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's awesome. Now I've noticed it's kind of hard not to notice people converging on state capitals with guns. A lot of people are making fun of those folks, but I recognize their anger as, I'm not a professional, mind you, but I've watched videos about depression, and they say that anger and denial is one of the early stages of depression. So, and to tell you the truth, I don't want to criticize them. I'm going to do it anyway. I think they're mad at the wrong people. When you look at what Canada is doing for their citizens, Americans have the right and the ability to demand certain things of the legislators. And instead of being mad at Democrats and snowflakes and all these other terms they're throwing around, they need to really converge, not with guns, but with intelligence. And, because some of the European countries and Asian countries and also Canada, they're really helping their citizens get through this financially.
Right. They're doing a really good job at taking care of the people of their country and their community. Unfortunately, I know people are downtown and they're picketing and they're down there with guns and they're have every right to feel what they feel, but I too believe that they're going at it in the wrong way.
Completely.
There's a different way to actually do that in a more rational way. And this is part of, emotional intelligence. People are not showing a very high amount of that right now. They're not being self-aware. They're not regulating their emotions. They're just acting on them and not thinking things through and thinking of a different and more positive way to handle things like this.
Well, for those of us who aren't toting guns and we're suffering silently or wondering about whether we're going to be picked back up when the state opens back up or when Durham opens back up in terms of being furloughed and laid off and all that sort of thing. What can people do? I mean, they need to pay their bills, but how can they keep their heads together?
Well, one of the things is you gotta make sure you have a good support system to help you mentally and emotionally get through this time. That's the first thing, and to alleviate as much stress as you possibly can. Reading things that can give you positive thoughts. Being creative with your time, and just realizing that okay, I'm this is a rough time, but think of it's easier said than done, I know, but to try to think of the bright side. I've had to do the same thing, and luckily, I thank God for my job. I really do. But even with working, it can be stressful because my kids are home as well, and trying to manage, working and making sure that they get their schoolwork complete. Everyone is stressful. Everyone is stressed. So just trying to stay positive and have a good support system. Reach out to those who you trust, who can help you get through, and just know that you're not alone. You are not alone. I hear a lot of people say, "I don't want anybody in my business."
Yeah.
Oh, God. And that's one of the things that I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
That it's not about business. This is about health.
Well, I'm thinking when they say that, they're saying something else. To me, when people say, "I don't want you in my business," that means I feel weak and I don't want to be judged. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a professional.
It is. You're right. It is true. They feel like if I speak about this, because a lot of us believe that mental health is not something that you should have lingering out in the streets, so to speak. But mental health is just it's an illness. Mental illness is just that. It's a part of your health. Your brain is an organ. It gets sick. It has issues, and some people have to take medication. Me, I take it every day.
Okay.
But when people say that, I I believe what you just said, and I hear a sense of ignorance as well. I hear family strongholds. you know, because you know what, most Black families will go on this house, stay in this house. You know, be going out in the street talking to anybody. I ain't going to tell nobody my personal problems. And I'm like, it's not about business per se. This is a health issue, and for some of us, it's a crisis.
I wonder if one thing that impressed me about being in the South, I'm from Chicago originally, is how so many people down here are like related. I mean, I know so many people, they go, the cousins live next door and their aunts across the street and the uncles down the road. And being from Chicago, I really admire that, because for the most part, people of my generation, we were like more like immigrants. We were the first to be in the North, and we were on our own. So I wonder if these people, neighbors and family members and friends, I wonder if they can maybe share the burden with, you know, like when it comes to cooking and kids. Maybe,
and that's where the support system comes in. You know, that's having a good support system. Like, you know, my mom is here. My dad was here before he passed away a few years ago. My uncle, my dad's brother, and my auntie, we were here in Durham.
That is amazing to me.
Yeah.
That really is. Y'all just don't know.
So, like, my mom, and she was like yesterday, she wasn't feeling well. In fact, I need to be walking over to the ER. She's over at Duke now.
Oh, goodness.
But yesterday, she's having an exacerbation. She's COPD, but she's gonna be fine. But like yesterday, I ran to the store to get her medications for her because she didn't feel like going out. So, you know, just having a support system, someone who can support you. Even my ex-husband and I, you know, we tick for tack. If I don't feel like cooking, you're like, well, you could come over here and eat or something like that. So it's just having a really, really good support system is key. And I know that there are a lot of people who may not have that. But for those who do, reach out to the people you know will be there for you, especially during this time. And
and vice versa, because I always mention my cousin Julia. She's my last cousin here in Durham, and she's 95. She lives by herself. And yesterday I took her a bunch of salmon croquettes, and I like to bless her with cornbread. And also I have a godmother who's 95, and my play aunt is also 95. And so I like to take them cornbread every now and then to cheer them up. And plus, you know, it makes me happy too. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, it's always good. It's a really indescribable feeling when you, because I'm naturally a giver. I like to, you know, service other people. That's one of my languages. And so it really does make you feel sometimes, even when you're feeling bad yourself, to see that, to do something for someone else and put a smile on that person's face, makes it better.
Absolutely. I learned that from my grandmother. She had what I think a professional would call, what my grandmother used to suffer from, seasonal affective disorder.
It happens during the fall most times.
She would sit in her car and cry. But what she started doing was going to, I think, La Rabida Hospital, or maybe it was Jackson Park. But anyway, it was in Chicago. But anyway, she would sit with people. Very often, she'd sit with people who never had guests, you know, visitors.
Oh,
okay. And they were lonely, and she would read to them and sit with them.
Right.
And she told me that made her feel useful and so much better.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Of course, you can't do that now, but you can still reach out and help others in other ways, like cut their grass, or take out their garbage, or, you know, just little things. Go shopping for them.
Right.
You know.
So, but in as far as, you know, more mental health tips, again, you can also visit my website, 𝗕𝗧𝗬. It's KIMCESS.com.
Oh, I've never been to your website. Wait, KIMC what?
CESS.
ESS.
Yep.
Dot
.com. Now
Okay.
I'm still tweaking it, so I'm working on some stuff. But
Okay. I really do like your Facebook page. The start. Let me get this
speaking.
right. Start speaking. Stop stigma.
Uh-huh.
And how you ask people how, not just how you doing, but how are you really feeling?
Yeah, and it's an important question. I put that there because I want people to know there is someone who cares about how you feel, and not
Mm-hmm.
and it's because people ask how you doing. I'm all right, but it's just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in speaking. Like, no, what is your mental health status today? I want to
Mm-hmm.
know. Like, is there
Yeah.
something that I can help you with? Is there some resources I can help you find? I can help
Mm-hmm.
you find a mental health provider. Um,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
so I've done that as well. So I came
Mm-hmm.
outside.
Oh,
But
okay. See, it's not even raining, is it?
oh yeah, it's raining.
Oh,
It's not
well.
raining hard like it was this morning when I drove in. It was raining cats, dogs, and little people. So, but yeah, it's still raining. It's just not coming out as bad as it was.
Okay. Oh
And
yeah, I can hear it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Right now we're getting a break over here near Durham. I live near Durham Tech in
let's
Central.
see. I'm flipping the camera. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Got the popo there and
Yeah. The
okay.
Durham police, the Durham finest, Durham police finest. I had to also come out here because I ordered Grubhub. So,
Oh,
because me and my
clever.
coworker, we hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure this is not here. Make sure this is not here.
Now Sheila Huggins is on point. We answer
Hold
on
on, woman.
we. Oh,
No, you can
she's.
go ahead.
Oh,
My phone.
okay.
Are you
She was saying
Grubhub?
we answer on
Well,
autopilot, saying the same
Nakikia.
thing regardless of how we feel. That is so true. That is so true.
Okay.
And when Nakikia does on her Facebook page, she wants you to really think about how you feel, not just say, "Oh,
No,
fine."
right. That is very correct. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just a question. I'm really wanting to know because and believe me, people will come. If you look to see people respond,
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few people come in my inbox and give me an update of what's going on with family members and wanted me to reach out to them and provide them with some coaching. 'Cause, I like to
That's
just let
good.
people know, because people tend, especially us, tend to, if you tell them you're coaching rather than therapy, they tend to gravitate more to that first.
Okay.
Or
Because I was
more,
going to ask you how you handle this. Now, I saw one, and I've seen it happen more than once on your Facebook page, where someone will say they feel terrible or, they use a strong word, and then you come back and ask them how, you can help, and then they back off. Like, just kidding.
right. So I
What's that
mean
all
when
about?
that well, it's all about them. They, I guess they don't. They tell you that they feel terrible, and sometimes I will reach out and ask them, "Well, what's triggering you?
Mm-hmm.
What are your triggers?"
Mm-hmm.
And then they may or may not respond in my inbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell them, if you need to talk to me, inbox me. If you don't want to put your
Oh, okay.
information on Facebook like that.
And
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
encourage people to share their experiences because it helps other people understand, oh, I am not the only one going through oh, there's somebody going through something similar. Let me see how they're handling. So I encourage people to share, not
Mm-hmm.
because I want you to put your business out there, but so you will understand that there is somebody else who needs to hear your story, and
Mm-hmm.
you can probably help each other get through the situation.
See,
Because
that's
it's two
why.
different people that have different perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
and so you can offer each other support
Mm.
and that's why I encourage people to share their information. But
I
sometimes
I
they do, sometimes they
usually
don't.
I usually don't answer your question because I feel fine, and I figure that would irritate people. So I usually don't. Every now and then I'll drop in and say I'm feeling great, but I don't think people who are feeling sad want to see that.
No, they
Right?
need to see it. I mean, they need to see, and because one day somebody might ask you, well, what's going on in your life? Why what's making you feel so great? How are you having a great day? And you can
Mm.
offer, hey, I'm having a great day because one, I'm alive. God woke me up this morning to see another day.
Mm-hmm.
And honey,
Mm-hmm.
you talking about you 64 years old? You better get out of here,
Oh yeah.
girl. You better go on with your bad self. That's all I got to say.
Well, thank you, thank you. Now here's a funny story. Now both my parents were, what do you call that? Civil servants back in the day. My mom worked for the city. My dad worked for the state. And they were on, it was very volatile in Chicago. A lot of race relations and a lot of crazy stuff. Half the time of throughout my childhood, my parents were on strike for either one thing or the other. So we suffered financially, went through some pretty hard times. Also back then, teachers didn't get paid during the summer. So things were kind of rough. And my dad made like minimum wage. So things were kind of rough. Now, the night that my mom was supposed to pass on, I was at her side in the hospital. And to my amazement, she apologized for the hard times when we had to have pancakes for breakfast.
Aww.
And I said, what? I thought that was a treat. So
I got people. I'm listening to you. I got people talking patience. What you say, sir? Oh, okay. He said, "Go put something on my arms," because they don't understand I'm flashing. So this feels good to me.
There you go. No. All I was saying was, I was telling my mom I thought the pancakes were a treat, and that showed how my parents were able to more or less hide the bad times from us. I don't know if that's good or not, but that's the way they handled it. Instead of making us worry about things, we made having pancakes a joyful thing when really it was a sign of not having any money.
Wow, I wouldn't have taken pancakes in my house as a treat because one, I don't like to cook them. You got to stir the batter and all that kind of. Ain't nobody got time for that. But
it's cheap. It's cheap
awesome.
Though. That was pre ramen noodles. Because nowadays you can just throw some ramen noodles in a pot and you're good to go.
Some hot dog, put on a hot dog.
Or something.
Lord have mercy.
But I appreciate you giving us these tips and also being so gracious as to share your information with us, because I'm hoping people will take you up on it, because these are difficult times for a lot of people. A lot of people are thriving because they're thinking of creative ways to make money.
Right.
So people making face masks. There's all. In fact, I'm going to revive my toy line. I make toys and games, so you'll probably see me post toys and games on on Facebook. I actually have a page that I forgot I had. It's called 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗧𝗬 Crafts. That's the name of my little toy company, and I haven't been promoting it. So I might start doing so. Who knows? I don't know.
That's cool.
So there are a lot of things that people can do to make money. And if not to make money, then to at least help others.
Right. That's true. That is true. That is absolutely true. But I'm gonna try to join you again. It'll probably be Saturday. I'm gonna make.
Okay, because you work Monday through Friday.
Yeah, and I keep getting interrupted, and I kind of feel bad about it.
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm at work.
I'm glad you could join us, because I knew you told me you're 9 to 5 Monday, Friday. So I'm just thrilled you could join us for these few minutes.
Yeah, well, that was great. It was great talking to you, and I hope
you
to do it again.
Okay, thank you so much, and I enjoy your Facebook page so much, and I hope people definitely. Let me get it right. Start speaking. Stop stigma.
I know it's a mouthful, right?
So definitely check that Facebook page. It's really good.
Please do, and send people to the page. They have to answer the questions. So, but please join the group.
Wonderful. Thanks again, Nakikia.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay, have a good day. How about that? That was so great to finally meet her. It's nice when you follow people on Facebook and you don't think you'll ever run into them, and then you finally meet them online. So that's pretty much it. If anybody else wants to join, I will post the link real quick. And there you go. And I don't know if it's going to rain again. I wish I could sneak in a little walk, because it's going up to 60, which isn't hot, but that's better than nothing. Tomorrow it's only going to be 58 and more rain. I don't even know. I need to watch the weather and see if Tropical Storm Artha is out of the area. because I have no idea. I think it was turning toward the ocean last time I heard, but I'm going to check on that because, of course, that affects our weather and the rainfall that we get, and also the high winds. I don't think, at least over here, we've been getting any high winds. So let me know, comments down below. Let me know what the weather is where you are, if you're not right in the center of Durham like I am. I'm not in the center of Durham. I'm on the south end of Durham. South, near south, as we would say in Chicago. So I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to mention Shamika McNeil dropped in. I forgot to mention that she has 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 as a nonprofit culinary education program. Tonight on her Facebook page, on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Facebook page, there's going to be a Stimulate Your Pantry raffle. So you definitely might want to check that out. And I didn't get the details just yet because I heard about it right before coming on right now. So I'm going to check it out and see what's going on. Again, it's 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's Shamika McNeil. You might have met her last week when she was on Bull City Hangout. So that's it pretty much. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope your mental health status is good. If it's not, definitely check out Nakikia's Facebook page, which is Start Speaking, Stop Stigma. Her website, KIMCESS.com. I'm going to check that out right now as well. So I will see you tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now.